The internet is full of interesting characters. I even made a video about it a while back. And while those people that I talked about knew what they were doing and that they were the butt end of a joke, there's another type of character. Someone who's oblivious to why people watch them. I'm talking about the legendary title of Lolcow. Urban Dictionary describes a lolcow as a person or group of people laughed at for actions that they take, despite not trying to be funny. They may try to take themselves seriously, but are often milked for laughs with or without their knowledge. Over the internet's long history, lolcows have always been a part of the zeitgeist. Almost any community you can think of has creators that are mocked because of their content, who they are as people, or just because it's funny to see them mad. I wanted to go over some of my favorite lolcows that I keep up with on a regular basis, and shed some light on one up-and-coming individual. Before I start, I want to say that I will not be covering the original lolcow that every single person knows. That of course goes to the legendary Christian Weston Chandler, or Chris Chan for short.
I want everything about my house off the internet!
Almost everyone who has spent a considerable amount of time on the internet knows of Chris Chan. There have been countless documentaries over the years going over his life, to the point where people will now say he is the most documented person in internet history, which is something I also believe in wholeheartedly. And while yes, Chris's story is very expansive, it has also been talked to death. I, like most people, have roughly the same opinion throughout his many eras. The 2000s were peak trolling, everything went downhill once Bob died, and now we are in a drought post-jail release. Although I did see that Chris Chan copyright struck Geno Samuel, since Geno made a Sonichu series without Chris's permission. Ironic. Regardless, he is still considered the godfather of lolcows, and his place in history will forever be cemented. Off topic, but I did dress up as him for Halloween last year. I'm surprised I'm still alive, to be honest.
看这里，看听，闲事离线他妈的不可能阻止他，所以不要介意那些你不知道的。
Jordy Jordan goes by many names on the internet. The Slob Father, Bernie, Richard, or as he is most commonly known as,
the Wings of Redemption.
Wings of Redemption rose to prominence through Call of Duty commentary and the Painkiller Already podcast with Woody and FPS Russia. Wings was considered a pioneer in the COD scene back in the day. His high video quality gameplay and his chill attitude during videos gained him a lot of popularity. But everything spiraled once he 1v1 Syndicate in COD 4 and lost.
Wings, are you in the game? Wings, did you spawn in?
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
Yeah, keep fucking laughing, you fucking faggot.
Oh, Wings, I've been there. Yeah, we've all been there, man.
Fuck you. Fuck! Why the fuck you stream that shit?
To save the history lesson, he got kicked from PKA after bailing on a camping trip, moved to Twitch, got banned on Twitch, died twice apparently, joined the Lolcow podcast started by Keemstar, left the podcast, and is now back to streaming on YouTube. Wings is most famous now for being pretty bad at FPS games, e-begging, and his many catchphrases, such as,
Hey, whatever. I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck.
What? Who the fuck knows that?
I say that because you're a fucking piece of shit.
Casual racism.
Fuck that nigga.
So how's it been, man?
I'm not here to conversate, man.
You're not here to talk?
No. Talk about the game.
Headache. I'm hot. My sugar's low. Somebody drank all my Pepsis. I gotta drink diet fucking Pepsi. And I don't want to play Call of Duty and my feet hurt. And all my fingers are sore. I'm not trying to fucking lose weight. Who says I'm trying to lose weight? Well, your boy Hitler donated $1 to us. Thank you, Hitler, for donating that $1.
Richard here also has some legendary trolls, like the GOAT Sean Ranklin, rest in peace, Wings Banquet, and my personal favorite, Liquid Richard. Liquid Richard in particular for his banger songs that are composed of Wings rages. My personal favorite song being Fuck COD.
Fuck Call of Duty, Call of Duty, fuck Call of Duty, Call of Duty, fuck Call of Duty, Call of Duty, fuck Call of Duty, fuck that nigga.
Wings is also a big boy in size, so he gets made fun of for what he enjoys eating. His diet mainly consists of banquet meals, Pepsi, and Wendy's chili, which is surprising because Wendy's chili is straight ass in my opinion. He did get weight loss surgery in 2020 after years of begging for money that he needed for this life-saving surgery.
This is the one. This is the ace in Holt. This is the last hoorah. If I failed this, I'd die. I'd die in a bed alone. And like all people want to do is fuck with me.
But 5 years later, it looks like he's back to where he started before the surgery. Things started to look up when Killer Keemstar had Wings, Boogie, and Tommy C on a new podcast that Keem created called Lolcow Live. This was the best thing to happen to Wings in a long time. Not to meet right here, but this show actually showed the general audience that Wings is actually pretty funny and she'll do it outside of streaming. That and Boogie was mainly the target of ridicule.
I hate being alive! I hate being alive! I hate breathing! I hate being alive! I'm in tremendous pain! I'm in tremendous pain! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Additionally, Wings and Boogie fought in a boxing match during April of last year, which only lasted 6 minutes, and Wings absolutely stomped Boogie in that match, but it was still pretty funny to see the heaviest boxing match of all time. Things started to go downhill once Tommy left the show, and it started to become more scripted with fake drama following the Boogie cancer debacle. All of this culminated with the fat camp incident that Daniel Keem held, where Wings was fed up with the fake content and was getting into a verbal argument with the gnome, all leading up to the viral moment where Wings shoves his wife down onto the ground.
Space is a little bit closer to go to the hub.
While it was an accident, this ultimately led to Wings getting kicked off the show permanently, and also leading to the further downfall of Lolcow Live. Now Wings is back to streaming, and the cycle will inevitably repeat. To my favorite finger sniffer, stay strong, pimp, and I share a Pepsi with your accomplishment. Our next bundle of joy is Shift, a 28-year-old SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom speedrunner who has been doing it for 9 years.
9 years! 9 years!
Now, this is the guy I wanted to bring attention to as a new up-and-coming lolcow. If anyone is familiar with Shift, they know how this story goes. I was someone who watched Shift back in middle school, early high school. Found his channel to be pretty entertaining, whether that be his funny compilations or his meme game marathons.
Mr. Krabs is a lazy fat red crab.
That's fucking right.
All he does is act like a Jewish man.
Oh.
Plankton tries to steal.
Alright.
He seemed like a pretty chill streamer. Eventually I moved on, but checked back in every once in a while. Then a subathon happened where he was live for 12 weeks playing the SpongeBob movie game. And it was pretty fun.
My brother in Christ. It's movie forever!
Then he did it again the following year, which was pretty cool, but it didn't go as well as planned.
If I were playing Mario, you'd be fucking sucking my fucking cock! You'd be dumping the subs on me if I were fucking playing 120 star! But no, I chose the fucking Yellow Man game! And this is the fucking thanks I get for doing that! I chose the wrong game to invest 20,000 hours into if I wanted to fucking live a comfortable life and I had to fucking subject myself to this shit every fucking year. Yeah, that's right. Maybe in the next life, I'll be appreciated.
After the 2023 subathon, troll channels started to pop up documenting Shift's livestream fails and rages, and rather than ignore them, Shift does what any respectable streamer would do and call those clips out of context, when in reality it's just funny rages taken from a live stream. The trolls also started a document dedicated to show Shift's bad behaviors on stream throughout the years. Stuff that most casual fans wouldn't know about, like him calling someone a faggot.
Yeah, I didn't know you were a gigantic faggot until you said something in chat. Congrats, though.
Calling his fans retards.
Fucking weed out all you retards right now.
And calling one person Adolf Hitler.
Just because your artwork didn't work out, you're literally Hitler, bro. Hello? You're literally fucking Adolf Hitler.
Which is just coming from the guy who banned people for asking why they got timed out.
Dude, I really don't care about what you think. I didn't ask for your opinion. Dude, I can ban anybody I want for any reason I want. Doesn't matter.
Most of his rages when he's not berating his chat are your typical gamer rages you see anywhere else.
Fuck it, you fuck that, fuck it, that. You're a fucking piece of shit! Fuck you! You fucking piece of shit! You fucking do this fucking 40 fucking times! You can't fucking do it once! There's just no fucking way, man. There's just no fucking way! God, dude! It's literally been like this for 19 hours! I wanna fucking myself!
It sure looks like
I just wanna fucking myself!
Although Shift does have this habit where if his run makes it past the 20-minute mark, he will mute his mic to concentrate on the game. Now, I don't really understand why you would do this in the first place when you barely talk to begin with on your stream, but it has led to some pretty funny clips where the viewers can imagine what the rage sounds like if it was unmuted. Some of his prominent trolls are clip channels that take recent streams and only include the parts where something happens, because most of it's just dead air. My personal favorites are Low Tier Shift and Shift Community W. These two are great sources for rage clips. Although, in saying that, Low Tier Shift has been a center of trouble as well, with claims of copyright takedowns on videos and being a supposed pedo, according to Shift. Looking into this myself, it is true that Low Tier Shift has taken down videos, although those videos in question claimed that he draws lolly hentai and that the videos steal his art without his permission. While yes, Low Tier Shift does have the right to take down those videos if his art is being stolen without any changes to it, it is hypocritical of him to do so, since his channel is basically dedicated to re-uploading Shift streams with no changes. Back on topic, Shift does like to play the victim a lot, thinking himself to be having it worse than most lolcows out there on the internet, when most of it, in reality, is just making fun of him for raging at a game for 7-year-olds. And it's not like Shift is bad at speedrunning. He's actually really good at it. He has both the any percent and 100% world records for Battle for Bikini Bottom. The problem is there is no competition for this game, and it has basically been pushed to its absolute limit. At this point, it's just Shift bashing his head against a wall that won't fall down, hoping that his luck will turn around and he gets the one frame. It's really not healthy for his mental and physical health, to the point where he lost his voice from screaming too much.
But I'm hoping to not let that be a thing anymore. We're not gonna get to this point again. And if I start doing things that make you feel uncomfortable, please just DM me on Discord or something. Yeah, I don't want people waking up to SBA. I don't want people waking up to me yelling. We're gonna get rid of this because I'm never gonna raise my voice to the game again because it's not worth hurting myself and hurting you guys.
3 years later. Why don't you smile more? Why aren't you smiling, man? Why aren't you happy? What do you fucking think? Look at this. Look at what I deal with every day. I still get up and I stream it every single day. But the people, the majority of the people who watch, who don't fucking act that way. You think I have to fucking do this still? You think I have to still play this after 9 years? You think this is because I have to do it? I fucking put myself in the lane of fire of these psychos every fucking day. I stream this shit. I get harassed every fucking day for the SpongeBob shit. And for fucking resetting world record paces. I get harassed for not improving my own world record for 7 months. This is what the fucking standard these fucking clowns hold me to. Nothing is good enough for any of these people. And it never fucking will be. There's nothing I can fucking do to fucking stop these people from fucking harassing me every day. So you fucking want to sit here and tell me just fucking ignore it? It's not special. These people love me!
In my eyes, if Shift even gets the sub 41, he will continue the cycle of trying to improve a near impossible time. It comes down to the same old saying, same shit, different day. And each day, Shift continues to degrade into an animal that the Bob has turned him into.
He walks his daughter to school. This is actually a nice story, and the soundtrack's outstanding. La la la. La la la. Look out, there's a black woman coming! Ah! She takes them both out. Boom! Steals the backpack and runs away. Oh.
Our last lovely lolcow that I want to talk about today is the cockroach that seems to never die. Darkside Phil, also known as DSP, or Phil. Phil is someone who doesn't really have redeeming qualities to him, at all.
I am Ada!
Unlike Wings, who can be funny when he isn't miserable on stream, or Shift, who is good at SpongeBob speedruns, DSP just sucks. He sucks at playing video games, he sucks at being funny, he constantly begs for donations so that he can keep playing WWE Champions.
Japan is saying you can't say you never played WWE Champions because you said you played it in a 2017 video. That is correct. I've talked about it over the years many times that I said that I used to play it, and I have not played it in a long time. So enjoy your permanent ban and go fuck yourself.
So that was a fucking lie.
But somehow, someway, he manages to make it. I only watch Phil's streams through compilations that people create. Most of them are titled, "This is how you don't play, insert game." DSP has played over 100 games throughout his time on YouTube, and for every single game he's played, he has been consistently bad at playing them. Whether that be a lack of skill, or the playthrough is not entertaining to watch, it's almost a miracle that anyone watches them in full. Most people would consider him to be the worst gamer of all time, but people still watch him, including myself, just to see how bad he is. Sort of like a pick-me-up, you know? Sometimes you might think you're bad at video games, and that you suck at playing them, and then you throw on Phil, and you feel better about yourself. Some of my favorite playthroughs are when he played through the Persona games, specifically 3 through 5, because 1 and 2 would fry his already mashed potato brain. While he did finish 4 and 5, 3 was infamous for having him rage quit the final boss, all because Aigis got charmed and healed the boss back up to full.
This is over. I'm done. I'm not redoing it. I'm done. Just gonna heal him. I'm done. I'm done. It's over. It's over. Goodbye. It's over. That's it for Persona 3, ladies and gentlemen. That's the worst final boss fight I've ever done in an RPG. That's not an exaggeration. That is the worst final boss fight I've ever done. And I'm not redoing it. So I don't care about the end of the game. I spent, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 4 months. And I'm not doing it again. That is it. Complete garbage. That is complete hack game design.
Keep in mind, he also plays most games on the easiest difficulty if possible. He did come back 3 years later to beat it, after chat basically held his hand as to what personas to make to actually beat the boss. Hell, another popular rage quit was when he was playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land and said that the final boss was Dark Souls level difficult.
And now that's it. Instant death. I give up. Fuck this. I'm done. That's it for Kirby. I'm not playing fucking Dark Souls when I'm playing Kirby. The fucking game is full of shit. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. That actually genuinely 100% pisses me the fuck off.
Even more recently, he tried to play the Five Nights at Freddy's games up until Sister Location and quit on average between night 2 and night 3, even with chat constantly helping him. That's another problem with Phil, specifically modern Phil. Whenever he can't figure something out in the game, instead of just looking up the solution, his chat will constantly hold his hand and baby him as to what to do next, because they gotta get their money somehow, because Phil charges a pretty hefty penny for game recommendations. It makes me wonder if at some point this is all meant to be a character, and that this is supposed to be played for laughs. But I think it's 100% serious, because this has been going on for almost 15 years by now, and I don't think you can keep up an act this long and be this bad at games consistently. Now, although DSP is famous for being bad at video games, there are 2 events that most people know him for. His most famous event is being on May 1st, 2016, where he accidentally left his camera on and proceeded to whack off on livestream.
What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
While this is really funny, I think the next one has a much wider scope for games as a whole. I know this sounds like I'm going off topic, but hear me out. You know how in a lot of modern games you have the main characters / side characters constantly talking when the player is trying to do a puzzle, giving you exact instructions on what to do and taking away all challenge from what puzzles could be?
Swing that torch to the other
Shush!
side. Burn the brambles
Shush!
on your path.
I'm gonna kill you. 10 out of 10. It babies you, told you exactly what to do.
Blade, swing the torch to the other side.
What the hell? Shut up. 2 streams. I won't pretend I didn't. What? Stop. Stop. Stop.
Or how in a good majority of modern Capcom games, they have yellow paint directing the player where to go, so they don't get lost. Despite these games being intended for adults, they treat the player like an idiot. Well, you might thank DSP for that. You see, at GDC 2021, a panel discussion on level design in God of War 2018 was brought up, and how level-to-level flow can affect a video game. And guess who they used as an example for this? Yep, the man himself. So yes, modern game devs must treat the players like DSP-level idiots, and just proves that the new God of War games are for brain-dead gamers who only want movie games with occasional gameplay. Much like the other cows in this video, DSP will continue to do what he does best as long as his pay pigs keep giving him money to butcher their favorite games.
Thanks for the money, dummies, because that's exactly what you fucking are. A bunch of fucking empty-headed idiots who paid me money to get absolutely nothing out of it. Thanks. Wow.
I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know there's a lot of information I skipped out on, but this video would be 3 times in length, and I wanted to cover the big talking points that these Lolcows are known for. While most people have disdain for these Lolcows because they are bad people, and to be honest they are shitheads for how they act towards their fans, I wish them to continue their online career for many years to come, and provide us all with something to laugh at. After all, the internet always needs their jesters.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.